So your biggest question, do I have postpartum anxiety? I'm going to give you 5 signs that you're probably suffering with postpartum anxiety. Hey, I'm Danielle Cotis, maternal wellness coach. I help moms who have postpartum depression, anxiety, and OCD heal and naturally using energy healing, energy psychology, and nutrition. So you are in the right place, girlfriend. If you are suffering, I can totally help you, and I can totally direct you to all the tools and resources that can help you heal. So without further ado, sign number 1, if you are suffering with postpartum depression, anxiety, you're probably going to have racing heart rate, right? A racing heart rate, that tightening of your chest is going to feel like you can't breathe. A lot of my clients describe it as like this lump in your throat where you can't swallow, you can't breathe. It's going to just feel like you can't calm down, okay? You're probably going to be like racing around like a crazy person, right? Constantly trying to keep busy, constantly doing things, constantly worrying. You're not even going to know what's really happening. It's just one day you're just going to feel like your chest is a little bit tighter, that you can't like open up, right? Can't relax. That's the only way I can describe it from a mom who's been there, right? I've suffered with postpartum depression, anxiety, OCD, and this is how I felt. These are how my clients felt. I am not a therapist, so this is my disclaimer here. I'm just talking about my own personal experience and my clients' experiences of your signs of postpartum anxiety. So it's going to feel like that tightening, right? Everything's going to feel like it's collapsing in, sort of, is the only way I can kind of explain it to you. Okay. The second sign is that you're going to have difficulty falling asleep and staying asleep. Okay. The amount of worry that you have, it's going to be so severe that you're going to wake up feeling anxious and worrying about what's going to happen the next second, what's going to happen 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, 5 months from now. It's going to be obsessive, right? To the point where as soon as you wake up, to the point where you go to sleep, you're going to be constantly worrying. Then when you hit your head hits the pillow, it's going to get even worse. All the thoughts from the whole day are going to just keep flooding back. So you're going to have a lot of difficulty falling asleep. Not only are you going to have difficulty falling asleep, but because your fight or flight response is running at such a high rate and is pumping out all of these bad chemicals in your body, you're not going to be able to stay asleep because your body is going to think that it's in danger. So that sleep that you get, it will be very scarce. Now, granted, if you have a newborn, obviously sleep is very scarce, but you are going to know that you're sort of tired, but you're going to choose not to sleep. You're not going to be able to nap when the baby naps or whatever they say. You're not going to really be able to fall asleep immediately. You're not even really going to want to sleep. You're going to feel like you're kind of in this high state of just like moving and going, right? And some of you have experienced this prior to giving birth, where you're just in this high state of anxiety and don't really know how you're functioning at this high rate. You're just going, right? So that is definitely another sign that you have it. Third sign is that you're going to be worrying about the future. Like I said, it's going to be an obsessive kind of worry, right? That you could be sick, that your kid could get sick, that they could die, you could die, that somebody could hurt you guys. All these different worries about that maybe your life is not going to be the same. How is it going to be the same? Am I ever going to get better? Am I ever going to feel better? Am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be blah, blah, blah? And your brain is just going to keep going, right? And the faster I talk, the more, it reminds me of exactly when I had postpartum anxiety. So it's just going to feel like your brain is throwing up on you about everything that has to do with the future, right? Anything and everything, to the stores, to the cars, whatever it is going to be excessive worry. Okay, sign number 4, you're probably going to have some digestive issues and or hair loss. Okay, that is a huge sign of a perinatal mood disorder. Is hair loss. So that's a huge one, right? And also digestive issues. So you might have some cramping, some bloating, some heartburn. What is the other one called? Acid reflux, right? You might have excessive diarrhea. You might have constipation. That is a huge sign that you're suffering from postpartum anxiety. Our gut, right, is basically our second brain, and it reacts to all of the bad hormones like pretty aggressively, and it happens pretty quickly. So you will find that you will have some sort of digestive issues going on, some sort of, cramping in your stomach or tightening in your stomach. You're going to feel all of that like physically. A lot of my clients report postpartum anxiety as lots of physical symptoms, right? That fogginess, right? And some of this is just part of becoming a new mom or a mom, but it becomes more intense when it's how I'm speaking about it, right? Everybody kind of deals with this on a variation basis, right? So they kind of have this all to varying degrees. But with you, it's going to be more intense, right? More, right? Excuse me. And the last one, number 5, is going to be that you're dealing with scary thoughts. Okay. I'm just going to stop right here. 100% of moms get scary thoughts. 100%. Every single mom gets scary thoughts to varying degrees. I really want you to check out my scary thoughts videos that I'll link below, and also my postpartum OCD video if you might have that as well. So check that video out that I'll link below as well. I'll give you more clarification about scary thoughts, intrusive thoughts, postpartum, like what that actually means. But you're going to have extreme anxiety based on these very vivid thoughts of harming yourself, harming your baby, somebody harming you or your baby, thoughts of health anxiety, right? Thoughts of you getting sick, baby getting sick, somebody getting sick, something actually being physically wrong with you, right? Because we're having these intense physical symptoms like I talked about. So you might feel like you need to go to the doctor, that something is very wrong, and nobody knows what's wrong with you based on these scary thoughts, right? So it'll be so intense for you, and that it might actually become borderline obsessive, right? So that it might inhibit you from going into the kitchen, might on the stairs, high, heights or whatever, the car, the store, all these different things. It might inhibit you from going to. You might suffer from extreme panic attacks. Okay, panic attacks, like I said, is like that tightening of your chest. It might feel like you're dying or having a heart attack, and you can't actually figure out what is happening to you. Just know that nothing is going to be okay. It's extreme fear that you're feeling, fear of literally everything going wrong. So in your brain, you might branch out and see the rest of your life going poorly, right? All worst case scenarios for everything. Everything is worst case scenario. And it's going to be so bad that you're not really going to be able to breathe or calm down. You're not going to be able to catch a break, right? Where you could just breathe. You may not want other people holding your baby, driving with your baby, being with your baby. You may not see them as fit. Only you can take care of your baby. So there comes in all different shapes and sizes and forms in terms of postpartum anxiety. But chances are, if you have these 5 things, you're suffering from postpartum anxiety. If you're not sure if you have a depression, please check out my postpartum depression video. I'll link that below for you as well, so that you can kind of figure out what you have, what's going on, or you might have all 3. But if you are suffering with anxiety, what do you need to do right now? Postpartum anxiety, you need to go get help, okay? I'm not a therapist. I'm a maternal wellness coach. You need to reach out to a medical professional immediately, all right? You need to get a maternal mental health specialist or a postpartum depression, anxiety, OCD specialist, somebody who specializes in perinatal mood disorders. You cannot go to see any kind of therapist. Only 10% of medical professionals actually understand what a perinatal mood disorder is, has even heard of it, and only a fraction of them know how to treat it, okay? But you need to get some help right away. Go get some support. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Billions of moms go through this every single day, unfortunately, and my mission is to ensure that all moms never go through this, and that if they are going through it, they have the tools and resources and support to help them heal and feel like themselves again. So go get some help. Do not wait. Your symptoms will only get worse. Talking from a mom who's been there, I understand your fears and worries and concerns about getting help, but you need to push past that because your symptoms will only get worse. So make sure that you go get some help. If you like this video and it was super helpful for you, please give me a like and a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications when I upload new videos. We're in the process of 20 days of free content for you ladies, so I'm going to be pumping out this content for 20 days. So keep your eye out. Every day I'll be posting a new video for you. If you're watching it in the future, I'm sure I won't be posting every single second of every day, but I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so glad that you found me. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, or you're not sure what you have, please follow me on Instagram. You can slide into my DMs. I always answer my DMs at Your Mom Coach. Go ahead and click the link below and follow me there. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have, direct you to where you need to go, or help you myself. So I'm sending you so much light and love. Don't worry, you're going to get through this. You're going to feel like yourself again. You're going to feel safe and secure in your mind and body. You just need some support, okay? I'm sending you so much light and love. Until next time.